Hello and a very warm welcome to Amhara Media Corporation, Amhara TV. This is our daily news live from the studio. I'm Gaila Damu. Stay with us. Deputy Chief of Amhara Regional State, Fanta Mandafro, called on Ethiopians to participate in humanitarian aid and rehabilitation, similar to what they have done in taking part in the survival campaign against the terrorist TPLF. Brahan Warkana reports.
A committee established to work on emergency response has discussed on draft plan concerning to human and material crisis caused by the terrorist TPLF clique in Amhara region. On the occasion, Deputy Chief of Amhara region, Dr. Fanta Mandafro, stated the main reason of invading the region is to dismantle Ethiopia and to cascade its political ideology and to ensure its political interest on the people in the country. Dr. Fanta said the people of Ethiopia has understood the conspiracy of TPLF and fighting in unison. He further stated that apart from killing innocent civilian communities, the group has destroyed and looted private and government resources in areas where the group took control for some days. As to Fanta, many people are displaced from their original place due to the terrorist TPLF group, and the government is exerting its maximum effort to solve the problem of the displaced people in providing food and medicine to these people. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Fanta urged all Ethiopians to continue supporting the displaced people until they return to their original place and to rehabilitate permanently. Amhara Regional State Disaster Risk Management and Food Security Commission Commissioner Zelalem Lejalem said, in areas where the terrorist TPLF took control, wide range of crises happened on the people. He said the regional government has organized a committee working on to provide food and medicine and other necessary materials to accessible to these displaced people. The Commissioner urged concerned institutions and international aid partners to provide food and medicine before the people die of famine. Speaking on the occasion, American Forest Service and Emergency Leadership Technical Specialist Rahel Asafa on her part stated the support to the displaced people should be distributed according to the direction indicated by the Coordination Center. Advisor of National Disaster Risk Management Muluna Waldemariam on his part said 7 working regions are selected so as to make the center effective. As to advisor, the center could not implement all activities, so the institutions working in collaboration with the center have to implement concerning the current situations of their institutions. According to the report of Ethiopian News Agency, over 4.5 million people are under crisis because of TPLF's attack in Amhara region.
Members of the Ethiopian army who were injured in the fight against the terrorist TPLF said they will not regret for the blood they shed in the fight for Ethiopia's survival. Bukradi Zaudu tells us more.
Corporal Manala Bashir served 12 years in the military and he's proud of what he has done so far. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian News Agency, Corporal Manala said that it is his great pleasure to be part of the current war, which is defending his country from the terrorist TPLF's attack in Wallo war front. According to him, his injury is getting better and he's ready to go back to war. Another soldier, Mahari Zaman, on his part stated the fact that the deeds of TPLF is unbearable and he will do whatever it takes to defeat the terrorist group, as he was doing it in North Shawam front as a militia, adding that the terrorist TPLF's desire of dismantling Ethiopia triggered his urge of fighting and going to war front again. Another soldier who is a member of the 61st Brigade, Mohammed Hussein, on his part said that he is too proud to be part of the struggle against the terrorist TPLF. Mohammed got injured while he was fighting on the Wallo front. Higher officials of the government, including President Sahle-Work Zewde, visited injured soldiers at Dase Specialized Hospital.
A scholar said Western countries should respect the decision and interest of Ethiopians demonstrated in the 6th general election held in June 2021. Abebe Brahani has the details.
Based on the results of the 6th general election declared by the National Electoral Board of Ethiopia, a new government is going to be established in less than a week. More than 40 million voters showed up at the polls with over 9,000 candidates from 46 contending political parties. According to the National Electoral Board of Ethiopia, the ruling Prosperity Party won 410 seats out of 484 seats at the House of People's Representatives, which enables the party to establish a government. Addis Ababa University social anthropology lecturer and researcher Tekalling Ayalew told Ethiopian news agency that Ethiopia can now form a government that is elected democratically and peacefully. According to him, the election was an amazing democratic moment for Ethiopians, observed by the world and documented by the international media. Tekalling noted that, accepting the fact that the new government was elected by the people in a transparent election, countries should work with the government by respecting the voice of the public.
ሁሉም ሰው ወጥቶ ሲመርጥ ይሄ ሁሉ ችግር ይያለ ይሄ ሁሉ ጫና እየተደረገ ስንት ሚዲያ ሐሰት መረጃ እየተሰራጨ ይያለ ሰው ወጥቶ እንዲያም አይመርጥም ተብሎ እየታሰበ
Millions of voters turned out to the polls despite the pressure, fake news, conflicts and other problems. This means a lot. The world, especially the Western countries, should recognize the voice of the people and not interfere in our internal affairs.
ሌሎችም ኢትዮጵያ ወዳጆችም ኢትዮጵያ ጠላቶችም ለሁሉም ነው መልእክቱን ያስተላልፉትና በተለይ በራሳችን ጉዳይ ላይ ራሳችን ፈታለን አትግቡብን ነው.
He pointed out that those countries that criticize the election should try to understand what the people of Ethiopia want and support the new government, as the people have clearly expressed their interests. The social anthropologist also believes that the new government should work by giving due attention to diplomatic relations with countries. The new government should also strengthen public diplomacy to further promote the national interest of Ethiopia.
ለውጭው ዓለም ትልቅ መልእክት ነው ያስተላልፈው ይሄ ምርጫ ዘጦለት ውስጥ ነበር ወጥተን መረጥን 40 ምናምን ሚሊዮን ሰው ተሰልፎ ቆሞ ስመርጥ እነሱ መራታቸው ታምር ነው የሆነባቸውና
This election extends lots of meaning for the international community. We had been in different challenges. Despite these challenges, more than 40 million people voted their leaders. This situation extends a message for foreign powers that we can manage our problems by our own. Power is obtained through election only. Those who have better plan, idea and program, just come and show your program to get the acceptance of the people. Otherwise, it is impossible to get power through war and negotiation.
ጥሩ ፕሮግራም ካላችሁ ፖሊሲ ካላችሁ አምጥታችሁ ሽጡ የህዝብ ይሁንታ አገኙ በድርድር በምን በመሳሪያ ስልጣን ማግኘት አይቻልም.
The prominent Ethiopian filmmaker and writer Theodros Tashoma lambasted some Western powers, including the United States, for sympathizing with the terrorist TPLF and being indifferent to understand the reality in Ethiopia. Ran Workana has more.
The artist, who is also known for initiating the revival modern Ethiopian film industry, briefed to officials of the European Union about the existing political reality in Ethiopia, true nature of TPLF and its heinous activities to create anarchy to dismantle the unity of the country. In his webinar discussion, Theodros told European Union International Aid Cooperation Officer Isabel Huber and team leader for the Horn Africa, Mark Stallmans, about TPLF's 3 decades of divisive political ideology in Ethiopia. The giant filmmaker underlined these Western powers have fallen victim to TPLF propaganda or are lying ground for violation of Ethiopia's sovereignty.
It looks like the American government and the European Union are biased and are sympathizing with the TPLF forces who have been declared terrorists by the Ethiopian parliament.
Noting that the terrorist TPLF unleashed attack on the northern command of the Ethiopian National Defense Force in the dark of November 4, 2020. However, he said the Ethiopian National Defense Force retaliated and took over the weapons, saying that it has won the war at the battlefront, but it is defeated with the diplomatic war.
Ethiopian National Defense Force has won the war at the battlefront, but it is defeated with the diplomatic war and the propaganda.
Theodros told the European Union representatives the reason why the Western power have positioned in favor of TPLF, it is because of diplomacy in the developed world relies on money, lobbyists, connection and nepotism.
Diplomacy in the developed world is all about money, lobbyists, connection, and nepotism. The TPLF leaders have done their job well by assigning their members and supporters like Dr. Tedros Adhanom of WHO so that they disseminate their fabricated information when the day comes.
He also urges that whether organization or country not to be manipulated by the false narrative of the terrorist TPLF and stop favoring this group.
We Ethiopians are sad to hear that well-respected organizations like the European Union can easily be manipulated by baseless and misleading informations of the TPLF. But I tell you now that helping the TPLF means destabilizing the Horn of Africa.
Theodros briefed the representatives that the terrorist TPLF, the only political group in Ethiopian history that has destabilized and plundered its own country for 27 years.
You're watching Amhara Media Corporation, Amhara TV News, and now let's take a look at the foreign exchange rate in karat rate. That's all the news we have for today. I am Gaila Damu. Many thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.